How can data and analytics help advisors have better conversations with their clients? I'm joined by Sean Brown, CEO of YCharts, to learn more. Sean, thank you so much for joining me.
No, I'm thrilled. Thanks for having me.
So we are here at the inaugural Advyzon conference, and a big topic here, obviously, is data.
Yeah.
So when it comes to data and analytics, how does that ultimately help advisors create better and more meaningful relationships with their clients?
Well, I think at the end of the day, what clients want to be talking about is that thing that they hired their advisor to do, which is to grow their nest egg to reach their goals. And I'm a big believer that if you're not talking about the nest egg and how you're growing it and how you're configuring it, you're not talking about the right things, which mean you may be risking losing your customers.
Absolutely. And how does YCharts and Advyzon, how do you work together?
We, first of all, by way of background, we're both Chicago-based companies, and that's a real thrill because Chicago's a tight-knit tech community. We're embarking on some really neat integrations that are going to help deepen the research and analytics capabilities of Advyzon. And, we play in the front office, middle office. Advyzon is a middle office, back office. So it's a very nice complementary fit and a wonderful team and company.
And how can advisors set up their tech stack to better capture and create a better data aggregation experience?
Well, I think the thought needs to go in up front. And if you're assembling a host of vendors together, that's a great way to do it. But you better make sure those vendors share the same views of the way data passes, what an account is, what a portfolio is, what a model is. Make sure they're on a similar tech stack. And make sure you have the commitment of the tech vendors to work well together. If you can do those things, I think you're in good shape.
And a big theme we hear about at conferences recently, including this one, is really around data management, because you're only as good as your worst piece of data in your system.
That's right.
So talk to me about the trends there. Are you hopeful, especially with the advent of things like data lakes that are now on the scene? Is there moving towards that direction where there is truly a single source of truth for firms?
I don't know if we'll ever get to a single source for truth, but I just love the dynamics in technology where storage is getting cheap, and which means that you can aggregate a ton of valuable data. And there's a day coming very quickly where perfect communication goes in a very bespoke manner to every client, because you know their profile, you know their interests, you know their risk characteristics, you know the way they like to be communicated with, and you've got a stockpile of good information, and you're able to give them the exact experience they want at scale. And this wouldn't happen without great data trends going on in the tech industry.
Well, it's certainly encouraging to see, Sean. Thank you so much for your insights.
No, thanks for having me.
For wealthmanagement.com, I'm Shannon Rossick.